So for today's adventure, we are at the Swamp Lake Trailhead, getting ready to do the hike into Swamp Lake. Although it's not necessary, we recommend a high clearance vehicle to get to this trailhead. The hike today should be about 8 miles round trip with roughly 1,600 feet of elevation gain. There will be one major river crossing of the Bumping River along the way. Anyways, today's adventure, Swamp Lake in the William O. Douglas Wilderness. So just over a half mile and 50 feet of elevation gain, we are at the crossing of the Bumping River. So one of those things that makes this hike just a little bit fun. This time of year in August, the water's not high, but if you come here in the spring with the snow melt, it can be a pretty treacherous crossing.
And very cold.
And very cold, that's right. It can be foot-numbingly cold in the spring. So almost 1 mile in and about 150 feet of elevation gain, you cross the Bumping Lake Trail and stay straight on the Swamp Lake Trail. So 2.4 miles and 770 feet of elevation gain, we have the Rickety Bridge crossing. And there is a little bit of water in there, so we'll stop for a minute for the dog. So 3.2 miles and 970 feet of elevation gain. We have a definitely not seasonal water supply. This one's running strong in early August, which is really great for the dog. So 3.4 miles and 1,000 feet of elevation gain. Have a talus slope crossing. This is generally the only open vista that you'll get on the hike into Swamp Lake. As you can see, we tried to come far enough west today to get out of the Rimrock Retreat fire smoke, but we weren't super successful. We probably have moderate air quality today. So definitely don't have unobscured views off into the distance. So about 4 miles and probably about 1,300 feet of elevation gain. We're arriving at Swamp Lake. There are several good campsites at the lake, so this would be a nice place to set up a base camp and do a little exploring. There are a couple other lakes that are very easy to get to from here. So American Lake is one, and Cougar Lakes is another that are both fairly easy to hike to from this lake. You can also push the hike from here out to the Pacific Crest Trail pretty easily. Anyways, here's Swamp Lake. And the dog is going to be very happy to Suede.
Nom nom. Oh hi.
Well, Nuggie, what did we learn about walking on slippery logs?
She learned that logs are slippery. Hey.
So 5.3 miles and 1360 on the elevation gain. We're on our egress back to the parking lot. We're back at the Talus Slope. And actually, wouldn't you say the smoke's cleared a little bit since we came through?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, starting to blow out a little bit, it looks like. So 8 miles and 1,400 feet of elevation gain. We're back at the river crossing, which means we're only about a half mile from the trailhead now. All right, so 8.5 miles and 1,500 feet of elevation gain has us arriving back at the trailhead. So we're going to call Swamp Lake.
In the bag.
It's in the bag. Nice little hike, pretty gentle climb into the lake, and lots of camp spots if you're interested in that. There's definitely fish in Swamp Lake. So anyways, Swamp Lake is in the bag, and Rebecca says